I'm tired. I know I don't look tired, but really, I'm a little tired. Just a little bit. So I'm gonna walk this off.
You want some questions? I have a few.
I love questions. What's up?
Everybody has relationships. Family relationships, significant others, work relationships. And at some point, we have trouble with our relationships.
Trouble.
And we aren't happy, or we're not enjoying ourselves, and it isn't fun. What are we there for?
Shit.
Why do we stay? Should we? Shouldn't we be clearing out negativity from our lives? And if something doesn't suit us, I mean, these are things I've heard.
You know what? If you look at it, like you said, clear out negativity in your life. If it was negative, would you really be there? I mean, we can look at something and see that it's negative because we wouldn't put ourselves through that. So we would process that as, oh, that's negative. Because I wouldn't put myself through that. But you're putting yourself through that. Maybe you don't see it as negative. Maybe you don't see it as negative. Maybe you see it as your life's journey.
Well, then, why is it, do you think, that we hear people complaining about relationships they're currently choosing to be in?
See what you said, choosing. And I think a lot of times when we make a choice, how many times the choice you make, others don't like it. And so what do? You try and not let them know about the choice you make. You try and not let them know anything about anything because people judge us on the choices that we make. And if you know that the choices you are making, someone's gonna say that's terrible or that's wrong or that's bad, now you have put that in your mind that you're making a mistake. And you're going into that as if you're making a mistake. How many times we need our friends' approval of our mate? Let's try that again. How many times do we need our friends' approval for our mate? And if our friends don't give us their approval, we are going to look at our mate like there's something wrong with our choice. Right there, the relationship is already doomed. I think most relationships are doomed going into it because why? Because outside forces are already got their hands in all of our minds of what you should be with, what you shouldn't be with. It takes a strong-minded person to be with who they want to be with, regardless of what the outside world is saying. So I don't think that it's the relationships and the choices. I think it's the outside forces that put pressure on people's relationships that make them have these choices that make the relationships haywire. Well, everybody said it's going to happen anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead on and throw a monkey wrench in it. We listen to too many outside forces because we don't have enough self-confidence and self-love, and we don't want to be blamed. We don't want to be blamed.
When really, we should be looking at ourselves. Only we are the common denominator in all of our relationships.
Yep. Regardless of who said what, or he said, she said, you are still the common denominator in all of that so-called negativity. The most people that say something is negative is the people on the outside looking in. Those are the most of the time you're going to hear that from them, and it's going to permeate into that relationship sooner or later. And then the couple is going to have to deal with that. Your mama don't like me, your sister don't like me, your brother don't like me, this don't like me, your friends don't like me. Oh my goodness, I can't come to your work projects because you and your boss don't get along. So is it really your choice, or is it the choice that people see you making that they are uncomfortable with? Once you determine that, then we can move forward with whether or not you're in a negative relationship. That seems simple. I know. That sounds simple enough. But if you think about it, you can make it simple. You can really break it down and put yourself in it and just make it simple by breaking it down slowly. Don't rush it. Look at how many outside forces are in your mind. You have to ask yourself, how influenced am I about my choices? How influenced is the outside world on the choices that I make for me in my life? And if you can see that most of the outside world is influencing you, whether or not you move or do something, I don't see how you're going to have a great relationship
With
I don't
anyone.
see. Yeah, I don't see. You're not even going to have a great relationship with yourself.
So wouldn't it be best to know who you are and how you are going to behave and treat people in relationships, independent of what they might say or bring or do, and be consistent?
You see how simple that sounds that she said? That sounds real simple. That's the shortcut though. That's the shortcut. And the shortcut is you actually buckling down and focusing on exactly what she just said. And just walk with those blinders on for as long as you can. Just walk like a horse with blinders on and only focus on what is going to prosper you and make you feel good and happy and spiritual and all of those things, your mind, body, and soul. What is going to elevate that? And you have those blinders on and you just walk slow. Don't trot, don't run, don't gallop. Just like a slow walk. And get used to the blinders on and get used to just seeing you and what you need and what you want. Don't worry about the outside forces anymore. Just worry about walking one step at a time, not even one day at a time, man. Just one step at a time, one moment. If we were to live our lives just one moment at a time, the moment of here and now, like I said, tomorrow never gets here. Tomorrow never gets here. We're always right here, right now. And that's the only thing you can deal with is what is right here and right now. For example, really quick, if you are in like if you're in a gang fight, if you're in a fight, this is a big ass gang fight, you can only hit what's right here, right now in front of you. So what you want to do is make sure you got your back to something so nothing's going to sneak up on you. And just wait, man. And whatever problem is the closest to you, that's the problem you attack first. Don't worry about all these problems that are coming. They're not here yet. And when they get there, they can only do one of two things, kick or punch. And they can't do them both at the same time unless you're very fast. So put your back against the wall of life and just wait. Don't panic, don't rush. You can only hit one thing at a time. Maybe two because you got two hands. But don't try and reach beyond these other problems that you see coming. They may not get here. You may take care of something right here in front of you, right now, that'll knock the rest of them down. You never know. So we're not going to worry about those. We're just going to worry about the here and the now, because that is the only thing that you really have. It's right here, right now. Okay. Any more questions?
Next time.
Woo! All right then. Till next time, human gods, remember, you are a god. Just think about that.